Greetings, royal family. It's Friday. Happy Friday. It's September 17th. The year is 2021 still. And I'm here. Another episode of the Morning Boogie Morning Show, the What the F edition, the What the Friday edition, I guess. Like I said, I'm going to try to incorporate the WTF show some way, somehow, kind of keep that going. Hopefully everybody is having a fantastic Friday. I took my vitamins, so I am ready to go. Okay. All right, everybody. Shout out to the live Twitch viewers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout out to the royal family members on YouTube. Happy Friday, everybody. So hopefully everybody is having a good day. If you're at work, get your headphones and just snuggle up and listen. Not really snuggle up, do your work, but you know what I mean. Make sure you like the video, please. We beg for likes over here, and I'm not ashamed. Press the thumbs up button, please. I greatly appreciate it. Share the video. If you know someone who could use some encouragement or someone who could use some entertainment, share the video. It costs you nothing. I greatly appreciate it. All right, so social media is not slowing down. This week has been filled with nonstop entertainment / shenanigans / lawsuits / cases being dropped, cases being picked up, people being served, all types of crazy stuff going on. But we're not going to get into all of that. I'm going to save some for later on. But today I do want to touch on Genie Mai possibly being pregnant and Tamar Braxton possibly ruining the moment for her as she does everything else. She has to make everything about her, and it annoys the bleep out of me. How about you? We also have news that PORSHA WILLAIMS, soon to be PORSHA WILLAIMS Goabadia, she is possibly, it's being rumored that she's leaving Real Housewives of Atlanta. So no season 14 PORSHA. No season 14 PORSHA. No PORSHA for season 14. I'll get into that. And Wendy Williams. Okay, there's been more updates about Wendy Williams, so I am going to touch on that toward the end of the video. All right, so before I get started, once again, church announcements. Please like the video. It costs you nothing. That is your admission fee. Just hit the like button. That's it. That's all. Share the video if you want to pay a little bit extra. That costs you nothing. I greatly appreciate it. All right. So before we get started with the, the shenanigans and the extra drama, I read this article. I'm a nerd, right? So I read articles. I like reading articles. I know sometimes I'll go on Instagram and quote a particular blog page and just give the summary, but I like to actually go to the source and read the article because I'm a nerd. I'm not one of those people that just sees the headline and like, oh my God, I want to read. I understand about clickbait and I like to read, right? So I thought that this was very interesting, being that I frequent this establishment. So this is according to the insider.com. ChickfilA, the CEO of ChickfilA, right, says that 30% of people drive away because the chain's drive-through lines are so long. Now, if you are fortunate enough to live by a Chick-fil-A and you frequent Chick-fil-A, do you find that the drive-through lines are long as H-E double hockey sticks? If so, put it in the comments. The Chick-fil-A that is close to me is always popping. It depends on the time of day though. Usually like after school hours, like the 3-4 o'clock hour, it's jumping. 6 o'clock definitely is jumping. I think they close at 8 o'clock in the morning. If you get there right in the like right before 8 o'clock, there's already a line forming, and by the time you blink, the line will be wrapped around the block, the parking lot, or wherever. So yes, I find that Chick-fil-A's lines are very, 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 very long, and they move pretty fast though. The Chick-fil-A that I frequent, it moves fast. I mean, their employees are pretty fast. I don't ever have any issues when I go to a Chick-fil-A drive-thru, the one close to where I live. So the Chick-fil-A CEO said that a third of customers drive away from the drive-thru because of long lines. Putting another restaurant a few miles away doesn't reduce demand, he said. And Chick-fil-A uses technology to keep drive-thrus moving efficiently. Like I said, the line may be long, but I find that it moves very fast. I mean, what the heck do y'all expect? Y'all over there slanging them Christian chicken sandwiches. What do you expect? They're good. The Polynesian sauce, people go crazy for the Polynesian sauce. Chick-fil-A sauce. Are you kidding me? So what do you expect? I don't think that the the insider attempted to reach out to the CEO for comment, but you know, the CEO had better things to do, I guess. So they didn't get any statement from the CEO. But Chick-fil-A is a very popular restaurant, and a lot of people like Chick-fil-A. What the heck? I mean, I'm pretty sure McDonald's, the same thing goes for McDonald's. I'd wait in the line. I wait in line for Chick-fil-A. Do you? Like, does the Chick-fil-A by you, is it popping? Christian chicken sandwiches. Are you kidding me? Why wouldn't the lines be long? I don't know. Y'all be frying the chicken and the fries in anointed oil. What you expect? What the heck do you expect? All right, so you guys let me know. What do you think? Have you ever driven away, or did you wait in line for those golden fries and that Polynesian sauce that resembles the blood of Jesus? I don't know. You let me know. All right, up next, Lil Boosie. This is a video of Lil Boosie. No controversy. No controversy. Okay. Lil Boosie bought his mama a truck. And this is just, I love to see it. So let's take a look and a listen. Like to hear it? Here you go.
Hold my cigarette because I'm smoking my truck.
Okay, hold that cigarette, mama.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
No, my action.
Yeah.
No, you ain't got no fucking car.
Mama said, I ain't with the monthly payment. Mama said, you know, I got to ask you something. And I think she whispered in his ear, you know, do I have a car? No, I don't like no note. Mama says she ain't paying the $5. Okay, she ain't paying the $5. So good. Bought, paid in full. You know, what is the car insurance going to be? Let me sidebar. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome. Make sure you hit the like button as you're coming in. That is your admission fee. If you don't hit it on the way in, please make sure you hit it on the way out. I greatly appreciate it. Even if you have to come back, just make sure you hit the like button. How much y'all paying for car insurance, yo? Because I have to have a conversation with my insurance provider because I don't know what's going on. Last year, I ain't go nowhere. Nowhere. I didn't even go anywhere to get into a car accident. Car insurance really is you paying monthly in case some ish happen. What's up? Nothing ain't happened. Gas station, supermarket. That's pretty much it. Maybe to family's house. My car insurance is high. Like, I just realized that I don't want to spend this much money. Anyway, I wonder what the insurance is looking like on that car. But anyway, she asked if there is a note on the car, and he said, no, you ain't got no note. I know that's right, mama. You could gift me all you want, but don't tell me that I got to pay the $5 every month. It is a nice truck. Let's keep listening and watching. Mama said, I don't do no note.
Peanut butter. All you need is bread to spread. All you need is the bread.
Look at
Oh,
Dang,
that's
nice.
frost.
Nice.
That's frosted. Get that back.
Now who is the
Oh,
His mother is so cute.
man.
And let me tell you something. I could tell that she's going to whip that bad boy with her tiny self because she didn't even say, oh, this is too big. She said, hold my cigarette. I know that's right. Boosie, what are those on your feet? Those look like Nickelodeon sneakers. Anyway, that is beautiful. I love when I see a man cater to his mama. I love it. I love it. I love it. And she is ready to ride. She is going to whip that thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So yesterday and the day before yesterday, I was talking about all of the backlash from Fat Joe and Ja Rule's verses. Hopefully this is going to be the last time that I'm talking about this. If you watched yesterday's episode, well, it was the afternoon boogie. But if you watched yesterday's show, then you heard me go off. Okay. I was loud. I was triggered a little bit. Remy Ma really ticked me off because she tried to basically minimize Lil Mo's experience, as far as what Joe said about Vita. And I said Lil Mo. Did I say Lil Mo? Anyway. So anyway, Lil Mo, just to catch you up to speed if you're not aware of what's going on, Lil Mo posted to her Instagram, you know, I think Fat Joe owes me an apology. You guys should let him know, yada yada. Remy Ma comes in not minding her own business, saying, Lil Mo, you know, he didn't mean it like that. You gassing it. Street code. Never go to social media. Lil Mo responds, who you think you talking to? F out of here. Hashtag street code. I was here for it. So apparently Lil Mo sat down with, I think it was TMZ, and Gossip of the City actually captured this snippet. So let me play it for you real quick. Cue the music. All right, so this is posted on Gossip of the City's Instagram page, and this is what Lil Momo had to say. Oh, there are a couple of slides. I don't know if I'm going to play all of them, but like to hear it? Here it go. Oh.
You know, being clean from opioid addiction.
Oh, yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me pause this. I remember Fat Joe said, you know, you got to get them dusty bees. It looked like you had to go in a crack house to get them. I don't know if you guys are aware, but Lil Mo did suffer with addiction to mood-altering substances. So take a listen to what she had to say. Let me refresh this so I can play from the beginning.
Everyone may have seen or me speak up and recently, you know, being clean from opioid addiction. So saying those are the kind of get from the crack house, it's like, whoa, we've seen the recent deaths from people, you know, overdosing and stuff, from the DMXs to the Michael K. Williams. Like, we're not going to play those type of games because you don't know what any.
She has a freaking point. She has a freaking point. And a lot of us probably didn't even remember that. So she's bringing up some good points. Continue on, Queen.
Everybody's dealing with. So I'm glad to say that I'm clean, but I don't know who else, because a lot of people were offended. Like, we haven't shared the stage in almost 20 years. So that right there was monumental, and it was like really great for me, just because everybody saw what I've been through. So I didn't watch the verses at first, but when I went in the back, the first text message that I received was from my daughter, my oldest daughter. She's 19, and she kept on saying, yo, he's talking too much, like he got to pipe that down. And I was like, no, it's verses, you don't know what's going on. So I hadn't heard the banter before. I did see Joe in the parking lot right after his sound check, and we embraced. Everyone may have seen or me speak up, and recently I didn't realize all of that stuff was being said before we arrived. When I had got off the stage the first time, that's when I started seeing the comments like, yo, he's wrong for that. So I'm like, oh, they going at it. It was said 4 times. 2 times before we were there in the building, because Vita was sitting backstage the whole time.
Wow.
I wasn't. And 2 times after we left the stage, that's what I heard. It was said that you need to feed them these dusty, whatever was said. Like, I don't even want to repeat it because it was so vile. And I think it was just like disappointing and disheartening, because I was there to support both, not only the verses, but the artists, because, you know, this is nostalgic. This is when we get to relive our
very
early
true,
2000s.
ma'am.
Like, yo, our song, Put It On Me, was retired from 106 and Park. That's how many times we were #1.
Wow.
So anybody that was going against that, whether you want to bring up the past or anything else, me nor any female that was in the building on that stage should have never been verbal. I didn't realize all of that stuff was being attacked. So there was never an apology there. I didn't even see the tweet. I saw a blog post the tweet that was the apology. And I was like, well, who is Little Moe and VIDA? That's not even our names. So I was like, maybe, you know, I never got a formal apology or anyone that anybody is speaking of. And for anybody to join in, it was just like, you can't tell me how I'm supposed to feel.
Right.
Like, I still have triggers. I'm healing, but I'm not all the way there.
Right.
So it's actually disappointed and kind of humiliated for people that may be battling addictions or just certain terms nowadays. They just not going to fly. So people have to be accountable. And I'm not asking anybody to cancel anybody, but I want people to know you have to be held accountable.
Right.
I've been held accountable for things that I've said, you know, and I know I was wrong. And I was just like, no, like, Mo, in order to move forward, you have to make good by what you did wrong. So it's just like, you can't text or tweet an apology if you offended in public. So I'm not looking for no Birkin bag or anything. Attack.
Shade.
I just know how the streets work. So, you know, I don't want it to go that way. So I was like, yeah, I'll speak up because I want to stand and represent for women who have beaten battle addiction, who have seen me be a single mother of 5 and still push through and come back after being on reality TV and being called everything under the sun besides a child of God. And now I have to change that narrative. But
beautifully said. Beautifully said. First of all, she brought up so many points that maybe some of us weren't even thinking of because we may not have been, how do I say this? We may not have experienced what she experienced firsthand or even secondhand. And we may not automatically, that may not be at the forefront of our mind. Like, oh yes, you know, Lil Mo did suffer with addiction and this could have triggered her. Like, so the way that she articulated herself got her points across without being childish, ignorant, aggressive. Not that she is these things, but without being being insulting to the party that offended her, both parties. Because I know she said, I'm pretty sure she referenced was referencing Remy Ma when she said about other people jumping in, and she said, I don't need a Birkin bag. She's allowed to throw her little shade. Totally allowed, in my opinion. I feel like if you can't understand where she's coming from, then you're the problem. And I'm not even being judgmental. I'm just saying she articulated herself very clearly and very, very well. And she spoke from her personal experience. And she was also gracious enough to talk about what other people may be going through. And then she brought up Michael K. Williams, DMX. You know what I'm saying? How can you not agree with what she's saying? And she said, she extended grace still. She said, I'm not asking for this person to be canceled. Again, I don't think cancel culture is real, but I understand what she's saying. I'm just asking for this person to be held accountable. She still extended grace. Like I said before, Fat Joe doesn't get a pass. He never has gotten a pass with me. He never will get a pass with me. He was out of line, out of order. It wasn't a mistake, in my opinion. If he's claiming that he was inebriated, don't they say a drunk mind speaks a sober thought? Right? Or however, you know how the saying goes. So that's really how you feel then. You just put your foot in your mouth and made yourself look stupid. Now, I want to know if Remy is going to come out and say anything, because how do you, now you feel stupid. Remy, the Lord told me to tell you, mind your business. But shout out to Lil Mo. She articulated herself. And I've been saying, once Ja Rule brought out Lil Mo and Vita, versus is over. You heard what she said. They had to retire Put It On Me because it was #1 so many times on 106 in Park. Lil Mo can still perform that song in any venue, in any club, barbecues, bat mitzvahs, and the crowd is going to go crazy. That's iconic stuff, if you ask me. So shout out to Lil Mo, and I hope that she is working through any triggers that may have resulted from Fat Joe and Remy Ma and their ignorance. All right, let's move on. Woo-wee. Speaking of ignorance, I guess. Y'all remember this fella? This is Carly Red's ex-husband, Arkansas Mo. Now, this is according to Black Enterprise, and a lot of other outlets are reporting about this. Now, y'all remember that he got caught up in that PPP loan debacle? Well, he's getting 17 years in prison for the PPP loan fraud case. I'm just going to say right now, before I even read parts of this article, I think that's excessive. 17 years? I think that's excessive. I'm sorry. But you know how much money he has to pay back? Over $4 million. Reality star Maurice MoFain's real life has become a cautionary tale on what not to do when trying to impress the masses. The Love and Hip Hop Atlanta star was sentenced to 17.5 years for his role in a PPP loan fraud case, TMZ reports. Fain was living it up, according to prosecutors, and defrauded the system to the tune of $3.7 million after applying for a PPP loan for his business, citing losses due to that C-thing. According to the outlet Fame, he funded a lavish lifestyle and claimed that he employed 107 people in his trucking business with a monthly payroll of $1,490,200. But that wasn't the case, and Fain cut a deal and pleaded guilty to 6 counts, including bank and wire fraud, TMZ reports. In return, prosecutors dropped 14 other charges. Jesus. Still, even though he faced a 30-year sentence, he ultimately ended up with a whopping 17.5 years. So he was facing 30 years, and they said, we'll do you one. We'll drop 14 of these charges. We'll only give you 17 and a half. I still think that that's excessive. I know that sounds crazy, but 17 and a half years? Fain reportedly also used $40,000 to pay past due child support. Let me stop. I remember when I first covered this story, and I was trying to make light of the situation, but I was not laughing at this man's demise, even though it's self-inflicted. I'm just saying. But that's what I think tipped them off. $40,000 of unpaid child support paid in cash. That's what tipped the system off. I'm holding true to that. $85,000 for jewelry, $136,000 for a Rolls Royce, and $907,000 to start a new business in Arkansas. And he still has to pay back. Hold on to your lace fronts, y'all. $4,465,865.55 when he is finally released. How in the Hades is he gonna pay that back? Here's what I want to know. So the $40,000, because I'm still stuck on the child support, the $40,000 child support, that he paid, are they gonna reverse that transaction? They might not reverse the transaction, but they probably calculated that into the $4+ million that he has to pay back. Like, I don't think the mother of his child or children, I don't know how many children he has, if it's just one or more than one, but I don't think his baby's mother or mothers have to give that money back. They probably just added that onto his restitution. My God. Woo-wee. So this is sad. Do you think that I think this is excessive, man. I'm going to keep it a buck. 17 and a half years. He was facing 30. Now, I understand. I get it. It's fraud. I understand. It's a federal crime. I get that. But 17 years, man, I don't know how I feel about that. You guys drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. All right, let's move on to these lovely ladies. So, Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? Season 14 is approaching. I don't even know if we have an air date. There's a picture of Porsha. There's a picture of Cynthia. And on the far right in the yellow, She by Sheree. Now, it's being said that Cynthia's not coming back. And there are rumors that Porsha is not coming back either. Now, you guys do know that Porsha has her spinoff show, which is okay, which is fine. But here's what I think. I think if this is true, I think if Porsha is not returning, they do this every season. This one's returning, this one's not returning, this one's coming back, this one's not coming back. I think that if Porsha is not returning, if it's true that she's not returning, it's probably because of the pay. I feel that Porsha should be the highest paid housewife for season 14 because she is single-handedly possibly saving the franchise, because we were bored to tears for season 13. Season 13 was so boring. I think I reviewed the first episode and I just stopped after that. I even stopped watching after a while and caught snippets here and there. And with this recent drama with Porsha and being engaged to Simon Guobadia, who is Fallon Guobadia's ex-husband. Fallon was actually on season 13. Controversy, right? So everybody wants to know, like, how did this love affair, come about? Was Fallon really cheating? Fallon is currently pregnant by some guy that Simon accused her of messing around with. But anyway, so I do feel that Porsha is bringing more to the franchise than certainly Candy. She's bringing more to the franchise than Kenya. She's going to be bringing more than Sheree and Marlo. They gave Marlo a peach allegedly. So it's kind of like, if she is leaving, if this is true, this is according to Radar Online anyway, I think it's due to pay. And I'm not mad at her for getting a spinoff show and possibly making big bank on her spinoff show and possibly getting a show of her own from the spinoff. So if she doesn't come back, you really think that season 14 is going to be a hit? It's going to be worse than season 13. Cynthia's gone. Porsha possibly gone. Candy, Marlo, Kenya, She by Sheree. And I don't know if the other newbies, I don't know if they're going to be newbies or whatever. Give Porsha her things. So again, this is according to Radar Online. Now, this is according to a reporter, Anthony Dominic, who's a fan favorite or close to Porsha, I think. Porsha and Cynthia Bailey are out and Sheree is in. He says that he's told that Porsha is not returning. He said this of the upcoming season. Candy and Kenya, they aren't going anywhere. Candy, Drew Sidora, and Marlo Hampton have also reportedly made Bravo's cut, with Sheree making a triumphant return. Again, this is according to Radar Online. Porsha, move on. If they don't want to make you, if they don't want to up your pay and make you the highest paid housewife of the Atlanta franchise, move on. Move on. Now, word on the street is, this is a rumor. I have no idea if it's true. This is all alleged. Mr. Andy, honey, allegedly got demoted. And allegedly, Andy doesn't have as much pull as he once did. Now, I wonder if they're going to be bringing in a new production team too, because I have to say production is lackluster. The last few seasons have been a little bit lackluster. I don't want Nene to come back. I love Nene though. I don't want her to come back at all. I don't want her to have to deal with any of this foo-la-la. You know, I think she should venture off and do other things. I see so much more for her than Housewives of Atlanta, and I don't want Phaedra to come back. I like Phaedra, and I know Phaedra is another fan favorite, but I don't think Phaedra can come back and Candy stay, because Candy has made it quite clear that she would leave if Phaedra comes back. And if Candy leaves, Bravo loses money. Why? In their contracts, any business that they have, you know, Candy has her restaurants and her franchises and stuff like that, her restaurant chains, or her restaurants. Being that is a part of the show, Bravo gets a cut of the revenue that Candy brings in from any of her businesses. It's in their contract. So Bravo's not going to want to lose easy money for Phaedra. No offense, Phaedra. I mean, I think Phaedra is highly entertaining. So what do you think the dynamic of the show is going to be if Porsha is really not coming back? There was rumors that Kenya wasn't asked back, you know, and she cleared that up, I think, on her Instagram while she was rehearsing, because she is going to be on Dancing with the Stars, which premieres September 20th. So I will be tuning in to that. So listen, this is a disaster. It could all be a lie to build up ratings for the show. They do this all the time. Like I usually say, until I see the opening and who's holding the peach and who's listed as friend of the show, that's when I'll get excited. But if Porsha leaves, I wouldn't be surprised. Am I going to watch her spinoff? Absolutely. I like Porsha. So good luck to the ladies. We'll see how this pans out. Ugh. Drama. Now, speaking of drama, Tamar Drama Braxton, she always has to make everything about her. Okay. This is Madame Noir posted this article. Is Genie Mai really pregnant with Jeezy's baby? Tamar Braxton seems to think so. Now, this is a picture of the lovely couple, Genie Mai and Jeezy. You know, they're married. So there have been rumors that she's expecting. If you look on Genie Mai's Instagram page, you will see that she's a very fashion forward fashionista. She's been posting a lot of photos where her clutch is covering her stomach. She's wearing a little bit, her clothes are a little oversized. So, you know, there are little whispers that she might be pregnant. And Tamar Braxton wrote under one of her posts, here it is, excuse me. And you see the watermark is Whispers with Bella. So I guess they posted this. Jeezy posted Team Us. Tamar put, y'all are pregnant for sure. Love to see it. Genie Mai also posted something else. I don't think they have it here. Genie Mai also posted something else. I went to her page and looked at it the other day. And Tamar posted, yep, definitely pregnant. First of all, even if Genie Mai is pregnant, who are you to reveal that? Like, why are you... Tamar is... She's too childish for me. I mean, yeah, you could sing and all, sis, but that's where it starts and stops for me. I can't. I remember reviewing the Braxtons. And I tell you, every week, it was always Tamar has to make everything about her. Is it that serious? Yes, it is. It is. How do you know that they want anybody to speculate about that? I don't know. And Tamar doesn't like Genie Mai. I don't care what she says. She could try to act like she's making up and kumbaya and she's this new revised Tamar. When she was on the Real, she was so nasty to Genie Mai, unwarranted. But again, we don't know what happens behind the scenes. But Tamar, no, I see right through all the foolishness. I don't like it and I'm not here for it. Let's move along because I feel myself getting annoyed. Ugh. But even if Jeezy and Genie Mai are pregnant, congratulations. And when they are ready to divulge that information, they will. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, you know, this is just getting from bad to worse, huh? It seems like we go through this every season or every couple of months. Wendy Williams allegedly rushed to the hospital for quote unquote psychiatric services. Now, many outlets were reporting this. TMZ, The Sun, Page 6. Wendy was in the news earlier this week because it's been alleged that she got that C thing, and now this. So according to TMZ, sources close to Wendy tell TMZ that she voluntarily admitted herself. Well, she was voluntarily admitted to an NYC hospital Tuesday for a psych evaluation. Sources, according to TMZ, their sources say that Wendy has struggled with mental health issues for some time, so this was not a big shock. So it's unclear as of now, according to TMZ, it's unclear when she'll be released. But they're told that her mental health continues to improve each day. And sources say that her C-thing is still in check with no real symptoms. Now, you guys know that her show, season 13, was scheduled to air September the 20th, but it has been pushed back to October 4th. I guess her spokespeople posted to her Instagram that she had promotional duties, leading up to the show, but she was not able to fulfill those promotional duties due to being ill, right? A lot of people had suspected that it could have been C-thing. A lot of people suspected that she could have been, depressed, maybe drinking, using things to cope. Wendy did lose her mom. She's been divorced for, I don't think it's been a year yet. Has it been? Maybe, yeah, it might be a little over a year that she's been divorced. So it's just a lot. It's just a lot going on. And we don't really know what the issue is. Do you guys remember when she came on her show and she seemed like she was inebriated and we were wondering what's going on? Come to find out her mom passed away. She told no one. No one knew, so we don't know what's going on. Now, when the article says that she voluntarily went to this hospital in NYC, you know what? I didn't talk about this yesterday for a reason, because I wanted to sit with this thought. I wonder if her husband her ex-husband has kind of like has a power of attorney over her. Was he the one that called in like a wellness check and requested that she get a psych eval, or even her son? Because people can do that, right? If they suspect, especially if you had mental issues in the past or psychiatric issues in the past, they can request for you to be admitted for psych evaluation. And it says that she voluntarily went to the hospital. That means, or she may have checked herself in. I don't know. It makes me wonder. I wonder if her son is like, things are not okay. Or even her niece. Her niece is a news correspondent for one of the local news outlets in Miami, Florida. So you never know. She has family in Florida. So you never know. Her son may have requested it. Her ex-husband may have requested it. I don't know. Or she may have just said, you know what, I'm going to go in for a psych eval. Or it could have been her manager. It just made me, I don't know why. It made me just think about that. Either way, I'm hoping that Wendy makes it to her purple chair on October 4th. And I wonder if she is going to be transparent. She doesn't have to be, because it's none of our business, but I would like to know what's going on. Or is she going to just brush it off? Or is this all for publicity? Now, I know that sounds crazy, but you can't put anything past anyone, especially when they've been in the game as long as Wendy, right? Nick Cannon's show is supposed to be airing. The Nick Cannon show is supposed to be airing September 27th. So is Wendy kind of building up some, press because she knows there's going to be heavy competition between her and Nick? But again, they're not even coming on at the same time. They're not scheduled for the same time slot. I don't know. Debmar Mercury ain't saying nothing. The production company ain't saying nothing, and it's really not their job to say anything. But we're just gonna continue to wish Wendy well, and I'm gonna continue to keep her in my prayers. That's it. That's all. You never know which way God's hand is going to turn, and we really don't know what's going on. So, October 4th, season 13 of The Wendy Show is scheduled to premiere. If it does, and she shows up, maybe she'll let us know. Maybe she won't. But I wish her well, all the best. All right, Royal Family, 35 minutes in. I think I did good with time. I did not want to keep you long. I want to thank everybody who joined me today. If you're watching the replay and you clicked on the video and you made it to the end, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't take your support for granted whatsoever. Make sure you leave a comment letting me know how you feel about any of the topics that we discussed. I would like to know, what are your gas prices like in your town? Because this morning, gas is damn near $4 a gallon. I look like, wait a minute, $3.79, and that's for regular gas. That's the regular gas. Woo-wee, what is going on these days? I don't know. As an adult, I guess we have to pay attention to things like that. So let me know what you think about Lil Mo. I think she articulated herself beautifully. Arkansas Mo, 17 and a half years for PPP loan fraud. I think that's excessive. Let me know what you think. Miss Wendy Williams, do you think that this is all for publicity? Do you think that she will make it to her purple chair on October 4th? Or do you think that they're going to push season 13 back again? Drop that in the comments. Let me know how you feel and what you think. And I'm signing off, but I'll be back. Until next time, peace.